Welcome back to another episode of Blue Couch Therapy. It's your boy, True Cody, better yet the man. So today I wanted to talk to you guys quickly about the fact that life rewards action and nothing in life remains the same, nothing in life stays stagnant, and neither can we. So it's important for us to do our best to always remain moving forward, always remain focused on the objective, always remain in it until we get to where we want to go. And then when we get to where we want to go, there's another lesson that we have to learn when we get there, and then it starts all over again. So life rewards action. Okay, guys? I was just looking down to see my notes. Actually, I don't even have any notes this time, but at least to keep on track with the theme. Life rewards action. So first and foremost, what is in life, we see that everything is always a matter of growth and always a matter of expansion. No matter how bad they tell you that the economy is, no matter how badly they tell you that everything is fucked up in your city and blah, 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 no jobs and whatnot, I guarantee you, if you walk around where you live for like an hour, 2 hours or somewhere, you'll see them building new condos. You'll see them building new high rises. You're gonna see them just creating more and more stuff for you to buy. So to me, I understand that life is all about growth, life is all about expansion, and you will be rewarded as a result of that action. So what does all this mean? It essentially means that you need to do the best you can every single day. This takes me back to another concept that I was familiar with in terms of the do more principle. This idea that no matter what you do, there's always more to do. And then you just do more, and then as a result, you'll be compensated for the amount of work in which you produce. So that's essentially what I'm starting to understand and what I'm leaning towards and allowing my life to come into fruition that way, is essentially that life rewards action. And what is action if not work? In the previous video, we talked about work, we talked about all this good stuff, devising a plan and everything. So it's like you have to just take the steps necessary in order to get to where you want to go. Okay? So the action term in life comes from dedication, comes from focus, comes from concentration. And then we have to use all these things, use all these tools to transmute and manipulate the energies around us in order to get to where we want to go. So that's essentially how you are rewarded in this world. You're rewarded in this world by doing. And me personally, I've experienced this because I'm a person that likes to chill a lot. I'm a person that likes to sleep in a lot. I'm a person that likes to, lay up in bed and cuddle and enjoy a bed. I'm out all the time. So, whenever I get the chance to get a bed, I'm asleep for 2 days. But I just say all this to say that I notice the correlations in my life between the amount of effort and the amount of action that I put in direct relation to the amount of results that I get in my life. So the more that I do, the more that I get, the more that and that's the thing, because it's like the more I do, the more that I'll get, and then I'll get somewhere, and then I'll kind of be like, oh, okay, cool, like it's a new level, new flat line, and then I'll slow down, or I'll do something, and then as a result you can go back down, and just until you can acknowledge the fact that you're going down, maybe you're experiencing a rut or whatever the case may be, and then now you're going to do everything that you can in order to get back to the place in which you were before, and greater and beyond. So essentially, guys, it's just like action. That's why if you talk about life being a movie, what do? When everybody's ready, when the scene is in place, you hit action, and then it starts, and then the scene starts, and then the creativity begins, and it flows, and it flows through you so that you can create more, so that you can do more. And I find if you're really in tune with what you're supposed to be doing, and you're aligning your eating, you're aligning with nature, you're aligning your body with working out and all these stuff, it almost seems as though you have this kind of unlimited storehouse of energy that you really only get to use a little piece of it. The more you do, the more you seem to do, the more energy you seem to get in order to do more things, because it's really just a matter of putting it all together, and really just not letting social conventions trick you into thinking that okay, well, it's night now, so now I have to go home, or I have to go do this, or if you feel as though that you can work more, you can do more. There's in one of the workshops that I was listening to, they were talking about managing your time management. And they say one of the tricks is in order to maximize your days to only sleep when you're tired. So then it's just kind of like, okay, so if you're taking all this inspired action, you're taking all this thing, your intuition, your spirit is leading you to where you want to go. I've had this experience personally where it's like I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing and I don't even feel tired. I'll be up for like a day straight, and then okay, maybe around like the next morning after like maybe an 18-hour stint or something like that, then I'll like feel it and I'll go and sleep and take some time to rest my body. But it's like I'm on the move, I'm on the grind, and I'm just like I'm awake and I'm alive and I'm ready to go. I think it was Marcus Aurelius that says once you understand that life is a dream, you'll begin to live this life as if it were a dream. So it's like, if life is a dream, why sleep at all? That's a Big Crit lyric. I don't remember what song that's from, but that's another lyric from him, is that if life is a dream, why sleep at all? And as somebody that likes to sleep, even the Bible talks about poverty falling on those that like to sleep a lot. So I'm telling you guys personally, as somebody that enjoys sleep, enjoys the slumber of this realm, it's like if you're not set up properly in a way that like you're making money while you're sleeping, then you'll be punished for using your time to sleep as opposed to using your time to create and to expand and to grow. So life rewards action, life rewards getting busy, life rewards you if you do the work. Life, there's no way that it can't. There's no way that it can't come true if it's all cause and effect. It's all causality. So when the more you start to just look at things that way and see that if I plant a seed today, then in 90 days it'll grow. You can't lose. You can't feel as though that things are not working out in your favor, even if things may take a long time or if things may not be going in the way that you think they're supposed to be going. Trust me, everything is working out for you, everything is working out for your best interest, and everything is set up in a way that it's supposed to be for you. Because a lot of times that I've thought to myself where I wanted something, or I got something, or I didn't get something, or I applied for something, a piece of credit or whatever, and I didn't get it, and then I think to myself, oh man, I failed. But no, maybe the time wasn't right for you to experience that at that time, and you need to learn something else, or you need to do something else in order to get a better understanding of the bigger picture for you to best utilize that thing. So essentially what I'm trying to say is that action is necessary. Action is literally like the catalyst. It's the catalyst in our experiment of life, So because in life, I'm really much I'm an experimenter. I run my mind and my body through copious amounts of experiments personally that I can't even recommend for you to do, because I don't know your body like that. You feel what I'm saying? That's just kind of where it goes back to the whole idea of diet and exercise. We understand that diet is important. We understand that exercise is important, but to what degree and to what extent every individual will benefit from it is up to that individual. So for me personally, I can't sit here and tell you what to eat or what to do. Maybe to work out, I feel as though in terms of working out is different, because it's lifting weights is lifting weights. I can tell you, okay, this program worked for me, and most likely it can work for you if you're a similar body type and body size and shape. But in terms of food, in terms of diet, I can't advise anybody onto that, because I know I live a very unorthodox life and I have a very unorthodox relationship to food. So yeah, I can't touch the food part for you, but the workout part, we can talk about it. So essentially I'm just trying to say that life rewards action, and the more action you take, the more rewards will be bestowed upon you into this world. So because even if you just think about it in terms of the physical in the gym, the more you act, the more you are in the gym, the more your body is going to reflect that as a man who's in the gym, or a woman who's in the gym. You start to look different, you start to feel different, your body starts to get more stretchy, and you live in the life. So the more action you take, the more life will take action for you, and the more you will start to see things around you really just come into play in a way that you could never imagine. Because that's the whole thing about seeing into the future and alchemy and manifesting things. It's we get a sense, we can see through our eyes a sense of what we want, what we wish, but our physical minds cannot emphasize, or it cannot tell us the best way to get there. It's essentially just for us to use our brains as a transmutation device or a transmitter of the thought, and then let it go. That's why all these guys like Neville Goddard and talk about letting go and the law of detachment. And because if I just think to myself, okay, 300 racks, get your family straight, all I just think about is $300,000 in my TD business checking account, and let it go. Because in my mind, I might think like, oh, well, I'm only making 20 bucks an hour, or only, so how can I? You never know. You never know. You never know. One of the books you write and produce and create and send out there could go big. So many things could happen, and so many things can change in a way that you would never even imagine for you to get to that end result, that you would be floored. And then you wake up one day and you're there. So it's like, reward life. Take action. Take inspired action every day. Every time you can, take an inspired action. You'll see. You will start to, and like, be aware. Just start to be aware of the things that you're thinking. Start to be aware of the things that you're feeling. And then take inspired action. Journal more. So that way you can see like, okay, when things happen in my life, you take down the date and the time about when this happened at this time, and blah, blah, blah. So that way you can look back at things. You can look back and understand that like, okay, this action caused this, and it took this amount of time to get there. I think that's very important information, especially as we go like in the information age, especially as we're already all on our phones all the time. We already doing all this stuff. So it's like, we might as well start to take more notes, start to be more in tune and more aligned with ourselves and our thinking and our way of understanding certain things. So that way we can reap the benefits of all these things that this world has to offer. Because sometimes I really just think about it. I'm like, they're building condos every day. I'm looking out of the windshield right now, and they're building a new condo. It's like one of those nice 2-tower ones with the walkway in the middle. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Perhaps I might go and buy a penthouse there. Who knows? But it's like, there's so much out there, so many look, a Porsche is just driving in front of me right now. I think it's the Porsche Taycan, the electric one, fast as hell. And like, why can't you get that? Why can't I get that? Why can't we share in those kinds of luxuries and in the fruits and the labor of the fruits of our labor? But I guarantee you, anybody that have a penthouse, anybody that have a Porsche, they're taking action. They're taking inspired action. And then as a result, life is rewarding them. You can see the fruits of their labor. And it's time for us now to curse the fruitless fig tree. If things in your life are not working and the actions that you're taking are not taking you to where you want to go, perhaps it's time to change the actions, or perhaps it's time to change the way we look at things. Just food for thought, and thoughts for food. Okay, guys, love you lots. With this one, I'm out. I'm about to go to the library to process some stuff, and then I'm off to the gym. So perhaps I'll top in with you guys a little bit later on once I finish the gym. I'll see how I'm feeling. Okay, guys, love you lots. Talk to you soon. I'm out.